I interviewed a lot of women about periods. There was a choral thing that started to occur. It was kind of like a wild collective song. The women echoed each other. So I let the voices bleed into one another. I got lost in bleeding.
2nd grade, 7 years old. My brother was talking about periods. I didn't like the way he was laughing, so I went to my mother. "What's a period?" I said. "It's punctuation," she said. "You put it at the end of a sentence."
My father brought me a card to my little girl who isn't so little anymore. I was terrified. My mother showed me the thick sanitary napkins, and I was to bring used ones to the can under the kitchen sink.
I remember being one of the last. I was 13.
We all wanted it to come.
I was so scared. I started putting the used pads into brown paper bags under the storage places under the roof.
8th grade. My mother said, "Oh, that's nice."
Junior high, brown drips before it came, coincided with a little hair under my arms, which grew unevenly. One armpit had hair, the other one didn't.
One night, I came in late. I snuck into bed without turning the lights on. My mom had found the used pads and put them in between the sheets of my bed.
12 years old, still in my underpants. I hadn't gotten dressed yet. Looked down on the staircase, and there it was.
Looked down and I saw blood.
My mom, she brought me plastic diapers.
My mom was very warm. "Let's get you a pad."
My friend Marcia, they celebrated when she got hers. They had dinner for her.
We all wanted our period.
We all wanted it now. I was 10 and a half, no preparation, brown gunk on my underpants. She showed me how to put on a tampon, only got in halfway.
I associated my period with inexplicable phenomena.
My mother told me I had to use a rag. My mother said no to tampons. You couldn't put anything up your sugar dish.
I remember being 15. My mom said mistletoe, and then she slapped me in the face. I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing.
My period, like cake mix before it's baked. Indians sat on moss for 5 days. I wish I were Native American.
I was 15 and I'd been hoping to get it. I was tall and I kept growing.
When I saw girls at the gym with tampons, I thought they were bad girls. I thought it was dreadful.
I'm not ready.
I got back pains.
I got horny.
12 years old, I was happy. My friend had a Ouija board, asked when we were going to get our periods, looked down, and I saw blood.
I looked down, and there it was.
I'm a woman.
Terrified.
Never thought it would come.
9 and a half, and I thought I was bleeding to death. I rolled up my underwear and threw it in a corner. I didn't want to worry my parents.
I was in my bedroom in my mother's apartment. I had a box of comic books. My mother said, "You mustn't lift your box of comic books."
My girlfriends told me you hemorrhage every month.
My mom went in and out of mental hospital. She couldn't take me coming of age.
Dear Miss Scarley, please excuse my daughter from basketball. She has just matured.
At camp, they told me I couldn't take a bath with my period, so they wiped me down with antiseptic.
Scared people will smell it. Scared they say I smell like fish.
Throwing up, couldn't eat.
I got hungry.
Sometimes it's very red.
I like the drops that drop into the water, like paint.
Sometimes it's brown, and it disturbs me.
I was 12. My mother slapped me and brought me a red cotton shirt. My father went out to get a bottle of sangria.